have everyone here today. In 2019, this park was identified as a #1 priority for investment, and so we really just want to thank Mayor Peduto for making recognizing the need in this park and making the commitment in funding to complete the project. There are 165 parks in our park system, and Baxter was #1, and so we're so happy to see this project come to completion today. So I also want to thank the community for your patience during construction, and we did have some delays due to COVID, but we have a wonderful DPW staff that had really helped us out in removing some of the old equipment and preparing the site for the contractors when they were ready to come do the work. And so we're really grateful for our staff in DPW for the work that they do every day in our park systems. Thanks again for coming out today and supporting the park, and we really hope that you enjoy this park into the future. Please look for some improvements coming in the spring, as we're working with Tree Vitalize to bring some more shade to the project and potentially do some different improvements for painting on the sidewalk and some more games for children in the community. So from there, I'll pass it off to Reverend Burgess.
It is a good day in the neighborhood. I am grateful for the partnership of Mayor Bill Peduto. He, along with Councilman Lavelle and I, although we passed the resolution through the City Council, he and I are on, along with Councilman Lavelle, have partnered together to show Pittsburgh that Black Pittsburgh matters. It is time for us not to be the city that is the tale of two cities, which is the best of times if you're white and the worst of times if you're black. Black Pittsburgh matters means three specific things. One, it means that Black lives matter, which is protecting the safety and health of Black people. Second of all, Black communities matter, which means rebuilding traditional African American communities. And three, Black wealth matters, which means increasing entrepreneur and employment opportunities. As you know, on Wednesday, we unleashed one of the tenets of this work, which is called the Avenues of Hope, which we believe is one of the most significant planning and investment plans for the Black community in the last 50 years. And that is to rebuild traditional business districts and main streets in Black communities into mixed income, mixed use places. It is the beginning of transforming these communities from concentrated poverty into mixed income communities. And now we come to Baxter Park. Of course, I grew up in this community. I played in this park. My aunt lived right there at that lot right across the street from this park for many, many years. And so I'm extremely familiar with it. The Woodside Barbecue, the best barbecue place in the city of Pittsburgh, was located right there with their famous mustard sauce. I wish some original Homewood people would say amen. Anyway, and of course, Dorsey's Record Shop right across the street, a fixture in this community. With COVID-19, we know that COVID-19 affects disproportionately African Americans. And so with COVID-19, they need places and spaces to safely recreate and have activities. And this now becomes the example of our commitment to these communities to give them safe places. Parks and park equity is something that I have been talking about, and it is a cause I will take up. And certainly we hope to, the park tax is something we will take up at council fairly soon, and we need to make sure that if we raise this money is spent as it was designed, as the people of the city voted for, park equity. We know that the parks in African American communities are not up to par compared to the communities of majority communities. And so it is time to invest in these parks because in general, we must invest in these communities. For Homewood, this new park, the new sidewalks, the new investment, the new housing, all the things that we're doing are to improve the quality of life of these families. Everybody deserves a park to play in, a safe neighborhood, a nice house to live in, good schools to attend. And so I'm grateful and honored to partner with Mayor Peduto in this Black Pittsburgh Matters campaign. You will see us trying to transform the Black community in Pittsburgh, and this is one step of moving our city from a city for some to a city for all. We will be a city for all when Black Pittsburgh matters.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. My name is Jerome Jackson. I'm the Executive Director of Operation Better Block. So I just want to first just thank City Council and the Mayor's Office for this project here in Homewood. Definitely want to thank our State Rep, Ed Gainey, Mayor Bill Peduto, and our councilperson, Reverend Ricky Burgess. This is a very important project for Homewood as it relates to development. So as people are looking to choose a neighborhood to live in, and if you're trying to attract families, a park like this or recreation activities for children are a big plus in people choosing what neighborhood they want to invest in and live in. So we think that this project is really great for our efforts in trying to develop Homewood. We believe that this project is great for our children so they can have a safe, clean place to come and play throughout the summer. It is a really nice big space, so there's a lot of things that we can do with this space. It also gives some, something for the people across the street who are business owners who have been here for a long time to see something happening in this corridor. So this work that is being done through City Council and through the Mayor's Office is very important for our work here in development here in Homewood. So we say thank you to the city on behalf of Operation Better Block and our residents of Homewood, and that this will not be the first and last, but this is just the first of many things to come as we look at development here in Homewood. So we thank you all for coming out on this little chilly day today for the ribbon cutting, but we know that it is very important for the work that is being done here in Homewood to continue our partnership with the city of Pittsburgh and our council person as well. So thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. I said good morning, everyone. I know it's chilly, but sometimes speaking out loudly will help you give you some warmth here. My name is Melvin Hubbard. I have the pleasure and honor to be here on behalf of State Representative at Gainey's office. I am his chief of staff and proud to be here today. Also want to echo what Jerome said in terms of thanking City Council, Mayor's office for this beautiful park that we're standing on and that we're dedicating today here to Homewood. What comes to mind is equity. And when you're talking about equity, you're talking about how things are equal across the board, not only here in Homewood, but in other neighborhoods that we represent. And one of the things I want to point out, too, is that there was a time I grew up in East Liberty, and there was a time where East Liberty wasn't what you call very welcome in Homewood. But one thing that got me to Homewood was being in the marching band at Westinghouse, and gave me an opportunity to get out of Baxter Park at the time, back in the 60s. But what do we want? I said equity for all. Reverend Burgess talked about mixed income and housing, a strong business district. I think that's important for all of our neighborhoods. I also think the whole idea around quality pre-K education up to 12th grade is important as well, especially in the era of COVID-19, because now we're looking at how our children will be educated and how they're going to be able to begin to progress at a point where they are learning, thriving, and being successful. I like the whole idea of trying to talk about the strong, viable business district down here in Homewood and other areas. And public safety is something we're also very concerned about equity, a safe community, and a community where the police and the community are working together. If Ed was here, he would also say thank you. He would say thank you for pouring love into Homewood. He would also say thank you for caring about Homewood. And this is just the beginning of the things that we try to do with the mayor's office, city council office, Reverend Burgess. And I just want to say thank you for having us here today. And it was a pleasure talking to you. And if you see me on the street, speak to me. All right, we'll see you now. Take care.
Well, thank you again, everyone, for coming out to support the project. Speaking for the city, we are looking forward to working on more projects in Homewood coming soon, and looking forward to working with all of you on those projects. So thank you again, and let's open this park.